All right.
Hello.
Check out our new bookshelf. It just came in.
Yay.
You're very cute when you do that too. Yeah, but Charisma designed it. It looks very nice.
I didn't design it. I just put like the little pieces up there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Decorated it.
Decorated, yeah. The designer will come and actually do it. But we also got the TV console too under Cole's station, and it looks so good.
It's looking real nice in here.
Yeah.
Our whole house is starting to come together.
Finally. Oh yeah, we got a rug for our bedroom. We got a lot of stuff. Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff. So we'll show everything once the house is complete.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
weird to say that it's not complete, and it's
I
been
know.
like a year now, over a year.
Over a year. We bought the house. It'll be 2 years in March or
Yeah.
something like. We don't. Yeah.
So I wonder if this is a common homeowner thing. It's like you're always doing the last thing to your house. You know,
Yeah.
it just goes on forever.
Well, it's never done. They
Yeah.
said like you only get 99% of your house done your entire life or some number.
Yeah. Well, speaking of dates and anniversaries and things, this is my 13th anniversary, aka Life Day, aka rebirthing,
Yeah.
all of those things.
It's
It's a big day.
It's a big day. Before we continue, we're doing a no-cut video, but I need to fix the camera because you're cut off and I feel like I have so much space on my side.
Okay, come on.
So we're gonna turn it a little bit. What do you think? Is that
Even
better?
better.
Cool.
Cool.
Did I move it? That's good, right?
I think we're good.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yes, so we're doing a no-cut video talking about Cole's anniversary, which
Right.
is today, August 11th, 2011. Made 13 years.
13 years. We're going to get back to the regularly scheduled vlog content once we hit our road trip coming up.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of vlogs coming y'all's way.
Yeah, I hope you're ready for vlog and travel and adventure and lots of content.
lot.
And family.
And family.
gonna
There's
be-
going to be lots of everything.
Yeah.
Which is why we love a good long road trip.
Yes.
It's because we get to do all the things we love doing.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah. But back to me.
Back to Cole.
13 years. It's pretty wild to think about now. And it's interesting to me that over the years, I've felt more on this day. I didn't really expect that because like growing up, I was never big on birthdays. I don't really care. This year I leaned into it and was having a lot of fun
Yeah.
with my birthday
What
celebrations.
was your last year in your 20s, so.
Yeah. But really my anniversary has been probably the more important day for me because every year has been so different when it comes to my anniversary. So different in terms of independence, where I am in life, what's happening, what I've accomplished, where I'm going. 13 years makes a world of difference.
Yeah. It almost feels like every anniversary we celebrate it somewhere else.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
mean-
We've always been going.
Like number 10 was on our road trip, our very first road trip. 11 was in our first apartment in California.
Well, even before then, we did it at the beach for the Life Rolls On.
Yeah, most of the time it was at the beach for
Yeah.
Life Rolls On.
Because they do it on, that's the disabled surfing event that they do on my anniversary every year
In Virginia.
in Virginia.
But this
So, yeah.
year we're in our new home. Because
Yeah.
last year we were in our new home.
No, last year we were in the apartment. Oh, wait, no, we were here. Oh, so it's our second year we're over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
second year we're here in this home. But
In any case, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, in any case, whatever you were gonna say, but also let's talk about that day and
Oh, right.
a little recap, like for those who don't know
If you-
about your injury.
If you've joined in the past year, to give you a little rundown, I dove into shallow water when I was going to the James River in the city of Richmond to just have a summer fun day frolicking in the water with my friends. And that made me, well, it didn't make me. I paralyzed myself in that moment after I dove in, hit my head, couldn't swim. My friend was able to save me at the last moment, which is something we've been talking about recently is like, literally, it's hard to wrap your head around how close I was to dying,
Yeah.
or hard for me to wrap my head around. The past 13 years wouldn't have happened if my friend was 10 seconds slower.
Or jumped ahead of you.
Or there's a million what ifs
Yeah.
that that could have shown or that would display how much. I don't even know. What am I saying? My brain farted a little right there. No, it's so much to think about, and I think that's what actually gives me gratitude because I can think You know, I'm here. Yeah, I'm disabled, but I was also moments and just like tiniest little circumstances away from not being here at all.
Yeah, we were talking the other day, and we've heard a lot of people's injury stories that revolved around diving, and a lot of those people who typically dove into shallow water. So someone coming to rescue them was a little bit easier, or a lot easier than Cole's situation, because Cole dove into water that was probably like 20 feet deep. Not that deep?
No, what was challenging about it is that it was rapids.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that too.
It wasn't very deep.
It wasn't?
Well, generally it's not that deep. I had the area I dove into, I knew was a deeper area, but also with rapids, you don't know how the ground is shifting, how rocks are moving around. Obviously, it wasn't deep enough. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah.
But the speed of the current rushing through was the most dangerous part.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cole's friend was able to jump in before Cole flowed into the rapids.
The next set of
It
rapids.
was like the next set of rapids. So they were between like rapids up here, empty space, and then another rapids. And y'all were very close to those rapids. So when I hear you talk about your story and I hear other stories, it's just interesting because you were like, not only did you break your neck, but like you had a very small window of time to be saved before you didn't survive.
I'm glad my friend didn't hesitate.
I know.
Yeah, very glad. And so now we're here 13 years later, it's like every single year that kind of just lands on me more. The fact that like I'm on borrowed time, not borrowed, like I don't know what kind of time you'd call it, but this is all extra. It's all icing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I do have two theories right now, and the first theory is a lot about like what we talked about. Like my friend was there, he got me in time. I had huge community support. I ended up finding a beautiful woman and launching a career. That's my first theory as to like my life. My second one is that I'm in a coma right now. I think I hit my head so hard that I could be dreaming. I think I might be dreaming, actually, now that I think about it.
He always says this.
So either I'm in a coma or
This is real.
this is
Should
real.
I pinch you?
Wait.
Wait,
I
you
couldn't
can't feel
feel
that. Wait, here.
Oh!
I
think it's real.
I think it's real.
Unless my brain is simulating
Okay.
that.
No, you know, we joke, but also seriously talk about the fact that when Cole broke his neck, the focus was so much on his spinal cord, which makes a lot of sense. You know, that's a serious injury.
Yeah.
But Cole always tells me how like they tried to see if he had a concussion or a traumatic brain injury, but never really went into that. So I think that there definitely was something. I mean, you hit your head hard on a hard rock. Like, it's just wild to me to think that you didn't have any sort of brain injury, even if it was small or a very severe concussion at least.
Yeah, or I'm in a coma. Okay. I'm just kidding. I think I have a thick skull or something. I hit my head a lot growing up. And fortunately, my brain still mostly works. I do wonder if some things were exacerbated.
Yeah.
Like my ADHD, I wonder if that was exacerbated. My memory is so bad.
I think that's what I think was impacted.
My brain's been infected.
Impacted the most. I think your memory is a little bit not where it should be for your age.
Yeah.
I think there are moments where you do struggle with your memory. So we have a lot of things that we do to like make sure
I'm getting old.
We write things down. No, I think it's from your injury. I really think that your memory.
It's not just my injury. I played football.
Yes.
And I wore the same helmet from 3rd grade until 8th grade. And I had to stop playing football and like sit out of practices at some points because my head hurt so bad. That's not good.
Yeah.
I was an 8th grader with such severe headaches that I had to pull myself out of practice.
Yeah.
And I wasn't one of those guys that sat out of practice over something small.
Yeah. And then you dove into a rock.
And then I dove on a rock with the full force of my entire body.
Yeah, I'd be curious. I mean, I think it's too late now. Like, your brain is healed. Your brain, it is what it is. But
it is what it is.
But I'd just be curious. Anyway, let's talk about what we wanted to talk about today, though, is the fact that you, at this point, most likely remember more in a wheelchair than you do non-disabled.
Let's take a second to think about that, because that's
13
pretty
years.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really remember up to like 3 years old or whatever.
Even 5. Do you remember before 5? Like bits and pieces.
Maybe flashes if my parents tell me what we were doing.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting to me now because I really do feel like this has become a different life, a different lifetime. Like we watch the Marvel movies and they have these different timelines and stuff. I think I'm in the one where Cole gets paralyzed.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we are. But it's like this person, this direction, like I can't relate to that at all anymore.
Yeah.
And every day that passes, that timeline is further and further away. Which is interesting to think about because like that was me. That was me. And I'm a completely different person now.
I know sometimes we talk about your high school days and you look at pictures of you like non-disabled. And it's like you always say like sometimes you don't even remember that guy.
I don't. And just like talking about playing football, like I can't really like remember what that feels like anymore. Playing basketball, I can't really remember what that feels like anymore, which is kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
It has also made the Olympics really fun this year because like I feel like I've gotten to the point now where I can watch people do things and I am so in awe of what they're able to accomplish with their bodies because I can't even imagine, which is sad.
Yeah. How do you find yourself like coping with that feeling? Because I think that's something that a lot of people probably go through, definitely go through.
Well, we talked about all those things that could have happened. I might not have been here at all. So like the fact that I still get to enjoy what other people are doing, live vicariously through them, and then also find enjoyment in the things that I can do.
Yeah.
That kind of give me that same feel, because I am a completely different person, so I can find completely different things that will give me what I want out of life.
Yeah.
And I have found things like that. Maybe I can't run around on a soccer field, but I can play Rocket League.
Really well too.
Yeah. And they're probably picking up how important like that is to me now, which might sound funny because it's a video game, but what it gives me is something more than that. And it's a connection to that part of myself that I don't want to lose, that's still in me.
Yeah.
The past like minute, I feel that throat.
It hurts?
No, it's just talking about it.
Yeah. No, I think that it's just everyone who has had a life-changing injury, whether it's a spinal cord injury, traumatic brain injury, a stroke, what have you, everyone goes through a period where they're like, wow, like I can't even remember what life was like before this happened to me. And you start losing those memories. And I think that's a lot to deal with. I think that's hard. And I think in those moments, therapy is definitely important, or talking about those emotions and working through those emotions instead of like sweeping them under the rug. It's important to talk about it because it's real and it's
very real,
deeply rooted.
And I consider myself pretty well suited to handle, a lot of.
Hope you're having a good day and enjoy lunch.
I don't think they can hear us. Let's just ignore them.
What's I saying?
Oh man.
Oh, dude, my brain immediately went away.
Yeah, mine did too.
Yeah.
We were talking about. Are you copying me?
I was trying to keep us on the same plane.
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
What was that?
Dang it. And this is no cut. Yay.
Yeah, nice. Oh, it's like right on the tip of my brain.
I know everyone's watching this is like, you said this, you said
I know.
that.
What did I say, guys?
I don't know.
If wow.
Well, you're able to cope with those emotions. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I find myself to be pretty well suited to handle these things because I've given myself the opportunity to go to therapy and really like dive into it and embrace all those emotions. But the further I get away from that person, the heavier it gets sometimes. And so like this is something that I now am abundantly aware of. Like I can't suppress all these things that I feel, and I did for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I did, and I talk a lot about how I kind of put myself in this shell, and I didn't even realize that I was doing it. I didn't realize it. I think people in my life saw it, even my friends probably, because I wouldn't go out and like do things and be adventurous. And then when the day came when I wanted to do that, it was kind of too late for like some of those relationships, and then I lost that, and it's been a long, hard way of learning to find things that bring you joy and process the things that may be holding you back. Took me a really, really long time.
Yeah.
And every year, there's more stuff to consider and think about and feel. So I don't know if it's going to get any easier. It may not. But I do know that I'm just going to give myself the time I need to work on it.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it's going to get any easier because like you said, every year something new has happened. Every year it's a different life circumstance. You know, one day hopefully we'll have a child, and I think your first anniversary having a child is going to bring a new set of emotions and feelings that you're going to think about. Or, you know, maybe one day when, I don't know, what are other big life moments? I don't know, but you know, the older we get, the more life changes, the more we appreciate life. I think, you know.
Yeah.
But you do a really, really good job of explaining how you feel, dealing with your emotions, talking about your emotions, you know, having a down day if you need to have a down day, cry about it, laugh about it. Like, you're really good at doing that, which I admire, because I think it's very hard to talk about feelings. I'm terrible. Terrible.
You're good at talking to me about my feelings, which is good.
I can support you 100%.
And you're better at talking. You talk about your feelings. I think from the beginning of our relationship to now, like, we've both grown so much.
We have, yeah. No, I think this day is so special for Cole, and like, you don't care. Like, if people don't call you for your birthday, you're like, well, whatever, that's fine. But if people don't call you for your anniversary, you're like, oh my gosh, you know, because it's a big deal for you. So I hope people also recognize how big of a deal it is for you, because it's a very, very special day. So
it's an interesting phone call for someone to make to me. Hey, Cole, I'm glad you're still alive.
Yeah. Or I mean,
yes, but maybe I'm not. I could be in a coma.
Oh my gosh. No, they could call and be like, you know, like, checking in on you, hope you're doing well, thinking about you today. Like, just even messages like that, thinking about you today. I know it's a big day for you. Just want you to know I'm here if you need anything. Those messages mean so much.
It's also interesting because it has the added level of this not just happening to me. So this, you know, this happened to my family. So, like, my family feels things on this day. You know, my friend who saved my life, I'm sure he feels things on this day.
Yeah. I think about the friend that saved your life the most.
I think I do too.
Because
that was a lot for a 16-year-old to go through. I mean, it's traumatic in a very different sense of the word.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to go to a rehab center where therapy and, like, rehabilitation and, like, other of my peers in a similar situation were all around me. And he didn't have that.
I think everyone in your life had that opportunity, because when you, I was gonna say, when you broke your neck, obviously you got therapy and support. Obviously people are gonna check in on your parents, people are gonna check in on your brother, people are gonna check in the people closest to you, but I'm not sure a lot of people thought to check in on the person that saved your life. You know, the person that saved Cole's life got an award, and he was celebrated for saving Cole's life. And I can't imagine that feeling where you're getting celebrated for saving someone's life whose life has changed, who cannot walk, who is learning how to eat again. And I don't know how at 16 years old would cope.
Yeah.
So
it's
I think
a lot
that's
of complex emotions.
Yeah.
That's too much for a 16-year-old boy's brain.
I know.
It really is.
I just don't know if he had the same resources that everyone else had to deal with it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, man, 13 years, it's hard to wrap my head around. This is me now. This is going to be me.
And you're amazing.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I'm also, at the same time, grieving not disabled Cole and what that would have been. You know, it's hard not to think about it. But it makes it easier having a beautiful wife, having a beautiful home, a beautiful dog, a beautiful family, a beautiful support system. And that includes all of you guys who enjoy our content. So thank you for being part of my journey and my healing.
Yeah.
It means so much.
I really do think, like, YouTube has helped you heal tremendously.
In a huge way.
In a huge way. Like, I know that we put out videos to help educate and raise awareness, to entertain, to show love. But also it's healing for us too. Like, when we go through, because people sometimes wonder why we share so much. But sometimes sharing that and then hearing from other people who have gone through this similar thing, even if we don't respond to the comments, we read and see a lot of comments, and just reading those comments like is so comforting to us, and we don't feel alone. And it means a lot. And I think that's why we do share so much when we're ready, of course. We share, pregnancy losses. We share true feelings around anniversary because we know that there are other people who have experienced the same thing, and it feels good for us to hear that too.
Yeah.
And other people in the comments, like other people reading your comment of your experience. Like, it's just, I think it's a community that can come together and support each other, which we love.
Yeah, it's so important. And it means an incredible amount to me to show someone who's just broken their neck what life can look like. Mm-hmm. But it's also important for me to be authentic in that representation, because I don't want anybody to be caught off guard. They're dealing with enough with spinal cord injury. So consider that these emotions are going to weigh on you for a long time. Maybe if you have your head in the sand right now, that might bite you in the booty later. Work on the things you need to work on to be the best version of yourself. I spent 6 years waiting to turn that around, and I wish I had it.
Yeah. But here you are now.
But here we are.
Here you are now. You did make that decision to get out there, put yourself out there, and do things that you always wanted to do. And by you doing that, you're helping other people realize they should do the same, and they can do the same.
Yeah, we can do a lot.
Yeah.
Which I wish I could go watch Cole in the hospital. In the hospital room, I would have Roll with Cole and Charisma on the TV all the time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm gonna do that adventure. I'm gonna do that adventure.
But if you saw where you would be, you may not have gone through the healing journey that you had to go through. You may not have gone through the grieving that you had to go through.
That's true.
So you are where you are for a reason. Things happen for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're in a good place now, and that's what matters. I know it would have been easier if you could have skipped all that, but you going through those emotions, yes, it's part of it, and it makes you who you are. And I'm proud of you.
Yay, thank you. Yay. Here's to another year.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens before 14.
Yes. What could happen, man?
A lot could happen.
What could happen on year 14?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We've got some burners burning.
Some burners burning?
Yeah. On the stove.
Yep.
We got things on the front burner.
Mm-hmm. And
Anyway.
the back burner. We have all burners going.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all your support. Mm-hmm. If anybody shares an anniversary with me, let me know in the comments. That'd be so cool. Mm-hmm. And if anybody has an anniversary coming up, I'm thinking about you as well. It's a big day.
Yeah.
Big day.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Stay positive.
Woo. Bye.